Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, Flight Diary, Before Route, Episode 8. And I'm pretty sure this will be the last episode for this route. So, surprisingly, Amane made up with Isuka, and despite Amane having many friends and a boyfriend, Aoi, her true best friend is still Isuka, and the same goes the other way around. So Isuka seeing Amane as her best friend. And now that they're together, they discuss many things that they've done together when they were still students of Keifu Academy. So hanging out at night in the garage and being yelled at by the unfavorite teacher, Torioka Sensei. And also some history and ideas about how Isuka can progress her relationship with Tatsuya and how Amane was able to get with Aoi. So let's see how this route comes to an end. So we did get to hear how things went for Isuka over on the Amane route in the original If My Heart Had Wings. So, what got Isuka to stand up and confront the family and the picture of the fake morning glory that Isuka took from her family's villa? So, I wonder what else is bothering Isuka.
Isuka?
So, what's wrong?
すごく嬉しいんだ。あまねが飛んでくれたことが。
Oh, so I'm happy.
でもね、同時に胸が苦しくなる。
I hold my chest and cower down in the spot.
大丈夫か、イスカ？みんなで撮った写真。
Oh, so the picture that they took after the real morning glory.
あれを見るたびに胸が締め付けられる気がする。どうしてだ？あの中にいられなかった自分を思い知らされるから。夢を信じられず、親友を裏切ったから。だから僕は雲の回廊を渡るあんたを地上から見上げることしかできない。だからあの時私にあんな意地悪を言ったのか?
Hold on, I went too fast, so let's see what Isuka had to say previously.
夢を信じられず、親友を裏切ったから。だから僕は雲の回廊を渡るあんたを地上から見上げることしかできなかったんだ。
Okay.
うん。
I nodded very miserably.
なんだ、そうだったのか。
So, in a sense, Isuka is kind of jealous that she missed out on all this. And the only reason she saw it was because Tatsuya just quickly went to the nursing home or the hospital and grabbed Isuka out, even though I'm sure the doctors and the nurses are not happy with what Tatsuya did, so kidnapping a patient. But at least Isuka was able to see Amane and Aoi go up to the real morning glory that Isuka was dreaming about many years ago when she was still a student. But Amane says it like nothing.
私はまた君がいなくなってしまうのかと思ってすっごく落ち込んでいたんだぞ。
She continues to speak kind of sulkily.
ごめん。
But that flight really did happen. I felt further and further away every time I had met with Amane after we reunited. And seeing my best friend with new friends in a new location felt like the distance between us is greater than physically imaginable. And just as when I am about to run away, again Tatsuya finds me.
なあ、一つ聞いてもいいか？どうして小鳥が飛んでるとドキドキしたんだ？
So why does Kotori flying make your heart race?
え？
So I think it's just feelings, so you can't describe it.
さっき言ってたじゃないか。達也にキスされた時、小鳥が飛んでるって思って二重にドキドキしたって。
Well, I'm pretty sure it was the kissing that triggered it, not Kotori flying.
それは。
And I hesitate to speak up. But I had to say it because I had to show Amane the true me.
僕、小鳥ちゃんに自分を重ねて見てたとこあったんだ。
The person that had found my notebook. A girl that is similar to me and had inherited my dream.
けど僕は小鳥ちゃんは飛べないって思ってた。決めつけてた。足が不自由だからか？私もそうだ。それで最初のパイロットは葵に決まったんだ。そうだったんだ。でも小鳥ちゃん用のコックピットの設計図書いたのあまねなんだよね。
That's true.
小鳥はすごい子だったからな。侮ってはいけないぞ。あの子は翼を持ってる子だ。
So, despite being confined to a wheelchair, it won't stop Kotori from pushing forward and pursuing her dreams.
そうだね。
Kotori had proved it herself, proved that she could fly. My body had been weak before. So I know what being disabled must have went through. How tough it is to dream.
僕はきっと小鳥ちゃんを飛べないって決めつけることで安心してたんだ。自分が飛べなかったことを正当化しようとしてた。だからあの子が飛ぶって知ったとき、すごくショックだった。
It is like a mirror had appeared in front of me, showing me how much of a coward I was.
けど飛んでるのを見たときね、全然別の感情が湧いてきたんだ。飛びたい。
So, you wanted to fly, right?
違うのか？
So, am I wrong?
そう。なんでわかったの？そりゃわかるさ。そういう時、イスカの考えそうなことだ。
Well, I'm pretty sure that was evident in the very beginning when Isuka founded the Soaring Club. She made it sound like anybody could tell, but in truth, Amane is probably the only person who could.
なら、また部活に参加するといい。なんだったら、小鳥に操縦を教えてやってくれ。
So I'm saying, so it's not all over. So you can still join and you can still help out. And I tried to look serious when I shook my head. Well, I guess it won't be the same if I join now. So
そうじゃないんだ。
So what's wrong? Or what's keeping Isuka from joining the Soaring Club again?
僕が飛びたいのは。
Well, I want to fly. I'm sure she can do that. I need some courage to say the next part. I clear my throat and decide to speak.
モーニンググローリーだ。
So I want to fly up to the morning glory. Amane's face goes blank as she looks right at me.
ありがとう、イスカ。私をここへ導いてくれて。ありがとう、アマネ。約束を信じてくれて。
And that day, I had seen off the white wings as they drifted through the sun-soaked sky. And as the aircraft slowly disappears, so did the morning glory until it had faded like a phantom in the sky. And just as that bright scene had lit up the sky, something had stirred deep inside me. So I told Tatsuya who is there with me.
僕、もう一度飛びたい。あの奇跡みたいな空を、今度こそ。
And those words just came out. They came out from the heart, simple as that.
それが僕の新しい夢。野望なんだ。
I try to not look away, but I can't help it.
あんたを裏切った僕が口にしていい夢じゃないのは分かってる。けど。
Well, I didn't have the courage. I could not even look at Amane in the eye. I am too scared to see the look on her face.
でも、あの時の光景を思い出すと胸がドキドキして。バカだな、イスカは。
So, what do you mean?
もしかして正しいことかどうかなんて悩んでいたんじゃないだろうな。
Amane brings her face closer to me.
だって僕は一度過ちを犯したんだから。
Well, I already failed once. Amane had a wondrous look on her face and she says,
正しいとか間違ってるとか私はないと思うぞ。それを決められるのは自分だけだ。だってそうだろ。誰かにとって正しくても他の誰かにとって間違ってるってことはたくさんあるんだ。
So basically, this is up to you to decide.
だから僕は僕にとって何が正しいか
There you go.
他人に決められるのなんてごめんだね。迷った時は自分の心に耳を澄ませるといい。
Amane points her fingers at my chest.
君の正しい答えはそこにある。
Inside Isuka's heart. My racing heart is there right now. I had a strong, restless feeling.
飛べばいいじゃないか。
So, from how I see you and the fact that I know you very well, I think you should fly. Amane lowers her hand and she says out loud and clear.
モーニンググローリーはまた来る。その時飛べばいい。
So even though that morning glory is over, there will be another one coming in the future, and you should go to that one.
僕を許してくれるの？許す？君や僕らの夢を裏切った僕がまた同じ夢を語るのを。君は私に夢を見るワクワクを教えてくれた。そしてその夢は叶ったんだ。
So I feel that the incident is not all bad. So on the good side, you did show me that there's a dream, and even though you failed, I continued where you left off, and eventually it happened and it came true.
許しなんて必要ない。あまね。
I had known what Amane would say from the start. But I still am not able to say it. I'm scared of being treated so nicely. I had been scared that she'd seen my weakness. But that is not the case. I had to continue to follow my dreams, and this time without betraying my friend. Because she had proven to me that dreams could come true.
けど、どうやって飛ぶ気だ?
Okay, so when can you start?
実はもう考えてあるんだ。聞いてくれる? もちろんだ。
Okay, so let me hear it. So Isuka's explaining the details in secret to Amane.
おお。
Okay, I see.
なるほど。
Amane listens intently as I tell her my plan, and gradually her eyes begin to shimmer. Oh, so shimmer.
方法はあると思うんだ。例えばこの風が浦に。
So this time I know what to do to make this happen.
つまりそれはこういうことか。
And I wrap my plan.
いつかまた現れるモーニンググローリーに備えて。
Amane takes a breath and is in a daze after listening to the entirety of my plan.
どうかな?
So how is it?
いいじゃないか。
Well,
いいと思うぞ。
I think it's a good idea.
本当? やっぱり君は天才だ、イスカ。いや、ただ無謀なだけで天才ってのとは。ならば私は君が飛ぶための翼をデザインしよう。
Well, I'm sure we can make this work out.
そしてまたみんなで作ろう。私たちの夢の翼を。みんなって僕とあんただけじゃ。何、達也も巻き込んでしまえばいい。イスカのためならきっと協力してくれるさ。
Well, we could go back to the old times so we could have Tatsuya back in with us.
そうかな。そうと決まれば計画をもう少し練る必要があるぞ。例えば。
So, for example, okay, so what is Aoi doing out here? So, it took more time than I thought. I should have taken the bike. I was late bringing Amane for her night snack because of Kotori's boasting and talking to Tatsuya. So she must be starving. And I'm worried that Amane had not eaten yet. So he comes in, he's like, "Oh, Amane!" Wait, so she's not here. And the light is on in the office, but no one is here. And the computer's still on. Wait, so is she in the restroom? Wait, so her glasses are still here too. And then I look at the computer screen, and he sees Amane's doodle of Isuka's photo, and it looks bad. So the doodle on Isuka's face had gone through an extreme transformation. Drawn all over her face are whiskers like a cat, 2 horns, and the letter L. And I don't see the L anywhere on the picture, so... Her hair is like an explosive afro, and laser beams are shooting out of her eyes. So we see that. I could really see Amane's artistic style where she had drawn a window with a dove peeking out. It looks more like she copy and pasted from another image. It appears that Amane had just been about to print out this work of chaos. Okay, so I'll just leave this be. If this keeps her calm, then I'm all for it. And the desk is covered in the aftermath of eaten snacks. Wait, so aren't these from Ageha's secret stash? Uh-oh. Ageha had hid them underneath the desk so Amane would not find them. But she found them, so it's too late. And maybe Amane could not wait and had devoured them all. But still, so how the trash is scattered is strange. And 2 drinks are opened. Like there is someone else here. And then I heard someone talking. Wait, so it's coming from the hangar or the dock.
でね、できれば飛行機曳行できるように。
So now that they're happy, Isuka and Amane moved to the dock, and I wonder what they're doing.
それがいいだろうな。でもそのためには。
Amane and Isuka are in the hangar. They are talking about something enthusiastically.
その時はもちろん僕が操縦するから、あんたは後ろね。
And for Isuka, I will pilot this, and you're gonna be my passenger.
私はいいよ。
Well, no thanks. So, I don't like high places, and I've already done it once, so I don't want to do it again.
何言ってんのさ。一緒に飛ばなきゃ意味ないでしょうが。
Well, it's my mission.
だって雲の上を飛ぶなんて一生に一度で十分だ。達也を乗せてってやるといい。
I feel that Tatsuya is the better choice.
それも捨てがたいけど、いやでもここはやはりあんたを連れてかないと。
No, so you must be my passenger. So we must fulfill my dream many years ago.
僕はあんたと飛びたいの。
There you go.
わがままだな。親友でしょ。付き合いなさいよ。しょうがないな。
I couldn't hear the details of the conversation, but I could tell that the two were having fun from their tone and their expression. So it looks like those two had made up. So relieved, I thought about going to talk to them, but I stopped myself. Well, if I leave her food right here with a memo, I'm sure they'll find it before it gets cold. I closed the door, making sure that they didn't notice.
今度こそ絶対行くんだからね。あの雲の回廊へ。あ、約束だ。
So, it is a promise. Okay, so we're at the credits, and it is the same credits for the other routes in the original If I Had Wings. So I'll skip this and we'll see how this route comes to end in the epilogue. So, hold for a minute. Okay, so we are now in the epilogue. So Isuka did feel upset because, well, I promised to take Amane up to the Morning Glory when the glider is finished and when the Morning Glory arrived, but it never happened because of the incident, and Aoi was the one who took Amane up to the Morning Glory instead. But for Amane, it's like, Well, even though that morning glory is over, there is another one coming in the future, and this time you can be the one to fly up there. And with New Hope, it's because well, I'll make sure I fulfill the promise that I made to you many years ago when we were still students of Keifu Academy. So I wonder what's going on. So cell phone is ringing. So it is Sunday morning. I woke up to the sound of my phone ringing like crazy. Hello? So what emergency? Tatsuya, wait, so where are you? He hung up. So what's with the rush and why does he sound desperate? Still hazy from sleep, I crawl out of bed and put some clothes on. Okay, I'll go answer Tatsuya or Anshan. Hello, Tats.
Aoi!
Okay, there you are. Tatsuya rushes over to me as soon as I step outside. Okay, so Tatsuya, so what's up? You are here so early. This? Tatsuya shows his cell phone screen in my face, interrupting me. And there is a text written here. So I'd like to talk to you, just the two of us. And who is it from? I'll be waiting at the runway from Isuka. Okay. Oh no, so this. Well, I mean, I did see it. He had a serious look on his face, but I still did not see what he wanted me to do, so what can I do about it? Or what's wrong with it? But now I understand why. Tatsuya is so hyped up. So how do I react in front of Isuka so I can't look bad if I want her? And it doesn't sound promising the way that she wrote it to me. Well, probably to tell you if she'll go out with you or not. Yes, so I'm worried that she'll decline me and dump me. There you go. Well, that's something you should probably ask her. It seems like she's going to tell you anyways. So, you'll have to hear it whether or not it's positive or negative. Well, you're not helpful. You're no help. Hey, well, I'm just telling you how it is. So, well, maybe I am not very helpful. Well, I can't help much on this. But anyways, you should go to the runway or the airfield. And there aren't any flights today, so no one should be there. So, I don't think Tatsuya likes that response. He grabs me firmly by the shoulders. Well, I don't feel comfortable going alone, so please come with me. He is so serious, he'll probably just drag me with him if I said no. So, on the other side, Isuka is nervous too, so I wonder what he'll say when I ask him. And on this side, Amane is helping Isuka. There, so you feel better now. Better now, right? Well, that's not the right response for someone who's about to confess.
ほら見なさい、鼻の頭が赤くなっちゃったじゃない。
And now I look bad, so my red nose.
可愛いと思うぞ。わんぱくな感じがして。わんぱくな女の子なんてモテません。
Well, this is not the time to be mischievous.
たくもう。ところで、そろそろ出ないでいいのか？
Well, I guess it's about time.
どうして？だって達也にメールしてたじゃないか。滑走路で待つって。だってあれ。
So, Isuka hesitating costed them time, so now they have no more time to waste.
時間書くの忘れてた。
So I forgot to tell him what time to meet.
今から出し直したら変かな。今から行って待っていればいいじゃないか。そのうち暇になったら来るだろう。
Well, I'm sure he'll go there eventually, so you can just go and wait.
これから告白の返事するんだよ。そんな何かのついでみたいに言わないで。
Well, making him wait is bad too.
うるさいな。もしかしたらもう来てるかもしれないぞ。いや、メール出したのついさっきだし。すぐに向かおう。
Okay then, so I'll go.
そうしよう。
Okay, so at the runway, the wind coming down from the lake makes the tall grass sway. Tall grass had been growing uncontrollably around the runway. I hid in a especially tall patch. Tatsuya had asked me to come with him, but the text had said that she wanted to talk alone. It might not have been good if she finds out that I'm hiding here. Well, I hope Tatsuya is okay. So, is he ready? Tatsuya is standing in the middle of the runway looking dazed. It'll be strange for him to stand up straight. At the same time, it'd be strange for him to be relaxed. He loitered around, sometimes jumping at the slightest sound. So wait, is she here yet? And the text didn't mention a time now that I think about it. She has said she would be waiting, but Isuka is nowhere to be found. And then speak of the devil. So she comes. Isuka shows up. Tatsuya gets startled and hastily straightens his back. Okay, so now's the chance. Isuka slowly goes towards where Tatsuya is standing step by step. The wind blows through the grass. Okay, so it's almost like a duel. Like they are about to have a shootout. So what's going on? Wait a minute. So it turns out that Isuka had Amane come along as well. And Amane and Aoi happened to meet each other.
Aoi?
Wait, Amane, so what are you doing here?
Isukaのセコンドだ。そういう葵こそ。
She had become. You? The same. So for Tatsuya. Amane comes next to me and looks through the grass at the two of them.
どんな状況だ?
So what's going on? Well, distance about 50 feet. And oh, so Tatsuya is moving in.
二人がついに接触か。
Okay, almost there. Hey, so is Isuka going to go out with him?
それはもちろん。 動きがあったぞ。
Wait, okay, so just watch.
五十嵐くん。
はい。
Yes?
昨日は逃げたりしてごめんなさい。
いや、俺の方こそいきなりあんなことして。
Well, it was my fault too.
そのことはいいの。今は触れないで。ちゃんと喋れなくなるから。
ああ、そうだな。
Okay, yes.
でね、返事をちゃんとしてなかったから、しようかなと思って。
ああ。
Okay, so what is it?
僕、五十嵐くんのことが好きです。
So, I like you, Igarashi-kun.
学生の頃から、初めて会った時からずっと好きでした。だから、
So,
その、
well,
いいっすか。
okay, so you got a good start, so keep it going, says Amane.
僕とお付き合いしてください。
Isuka puts her head down and stretches out her right hand. So, please go out with me. And it takes some time for Tatsuya to think this over. Tatsuya pays close attention to Isuka's gestures. Wait, so what are you doing, Tatsuya? So go for it. So Isuka made her proposal.
昨日も言ったけど、俺もイスカのこと好きだった。
So Tatsuya at first felt that Isuka was forcing herself to say so, even though it might have been that she doesn't like Tatsuya after all, and is just trying to make him happy. But that's not the case.
初めて会った頃からずっとだ。
And then Tatsuya holds Isuka's outstretched hand. And Isuka raises her head, and the two of them shyly mingled.
なんか遠回りしちゃった気もするけど。
So I loved you too, and me too was afraid of getting closer to you.
でも、一番の近道だった気もする。
Well, maybe we could have found a better way to get closer to each other.
ああ。
Yes, I guess. So they look fine now. Aoi to Amane. And once we had seen through the confession, we left the area before they would notice. So even though Isuka teased Amane about, well, you know, it took you about a year to get close to Aoi, or Minase-kun, it took Isuka and Tatsuya many years to get close together, but at least it shows that their relationship is going to be much, much deeper than Aoi and Amane. But anyways, I'm glad it went well for them.
世話の焼ける二人だった。
Well, it was kind of hard. I'm sure she would not want to hear that from a person who dated Air for a year. Amane blushes while I teased her.
私もあの頃は恋愛初心者だったんだ。間違いだってある？
That's true. You say it like you are an expert now.
まあな、昨日イスカにたくさんアドバイスしたぞ。
But I wonder how much help Amane got. So I'm pretty sure Kanako was the one who gave Amane the most, I'll say, teaching. And there was one part, so in the Japanese version, Amane was watching videos of romance to learn about it. And that was cut out in the more novel version for obvious reasons. So what kind of advice?
いろいろだ。イスカは私の恋愛経験の豊かさに心から感心していた。
So, at least Isuka looked up to me as, like, her mentor or advisor for romance. And I know she is happy to boast, but still. Well, she didn't tell Isuka anything strange, did she? And it's hard to think that Amane's views on love is anything that applied to other people. Well, you didn't think home... Oh, so you didn't come home last night. Were you at the secret base with Isuka all night?
ああ、たくさん話をした。ほとんど朝まで話してたから寝てないぞ。
And before I knew it, so our conversation lasted through the night and it was dawn. I see, so there must have been a lot to talk about and to catch up on.
そういうことだ。
The few years they were apart, and the few years they spent together. Those were piles of things to talk about. Between the two of them, things they need to talk about. It had been a little awkward when they hadn't seen each other again, but they seem alright now. Amaya looks bright and full of life.
あ、そうだ。夜食ありがとう。イスカと二人で食べたぞ。
And I did eat with Isuka, so that's great.
いつの間に来てたんだ？声をかけてくれればよかったのに。
But at least you should have let us know that you were in there. Well, you two seem to enjoy each other's company so much. And then it seems like you two are, let's see, making some plans together when I got there.
ああ、あれか。
Oh, yeah.
まだ内緒だ。
So it's best if I keep that a secret. Oh, come on. So, you can tell me?
じゃあ、ヒントだけ。イスカの新たな野望だ。
Ambition?
安心したらお腹が空いたぞ。葵、早く帰って朝ごはん食べよう。
Okay, so I want breakfast now. Amai raises both hands in the air and runs off ahead. Hey, wait, that's not fair. I chase after Amane, wondering if I should have eavesdropped on them yesterday. Well, I'm sure if I only eavesdrop, he will get bored himself and will probably just fall asleep at the secret base and be noticed by Amane and Isuka. So, anyways.
僕と五十嵐くん、改め達也くんはお付き合いすることとなりましたのです。おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます。あらら。こりゃ、ゆかさんたち悲しむの。
Why? So everyone claps.
いや、どうもどうも。
なんか照れるな。
He says, although still holding on to Isuka's hand. So I think for Kanako's like, well, Yuka hasn't gone out with anyone yet. And even though she graduated, she's still alone. And
やったな、イスカ。ざっとこんなもんよ。
well, congratulations, Tatsuya.
ああ、いろいろ世話をかけたな。
Well, they made a cute couple. I applaud them as well.
小鳥ちゃん
So, for Kotori-chan?
何ですか見てたよ昨日
So I saw you fly.
小鳥ちゃんが飛んでるところ見てくれてたんだ
Really?
うんすごく高く飛んでたからどこにいたって見えたよ
So, isn't that great, Kotori? So, Isuka saw you fly.
小鳥ちゃんのフライトすごく優雅で綺麗だった
And it was good.
きっと僕なんかよりずーっと高く飛ぶ子なんだろうなって思ったよそんな私なんて昨日やっと飛べたばかりなのにだからね今後は小鳥ちゃんのことをライバルだと思うことにする
Well, I'm gonna fly too.
ライバル
Wait, rivals?
僕も小鳥ちゃんに負けないくらい高く飛ぶおお
Hold on, I went too fast, so...
僕も小鳥ちゃんに負けないくらい高く飛
Okay.
ぶ僕のノート返してもらってもいい
Okay, so I want my notebook back.
もちろんです
Okay. Kotori reaches for the notebook in her wheelchair as if she had been wanting for Isuka to ask all along.
はいどうぞ
And here you go. Isuka takes the notebook and gently rubs the worn out cover.
ずいぶん汚くなっちゃってまあごめんなさい私がいつも持ち歩いてたから
Well, I'm sure if Kotori kept it behind the bookshelf like where it was, it would have been dirty too, and the notebook cover would have also worn out.
ありがとう今まで大事に持っててくれて
Isuka opens to the very last page of the notebook and begins to write something down.
今なら僕何だってできそうな気がするんだ
So what is it? Kotori wondered what Isuka had written down, but Isuka closes the book quickly and shows no one. It must have been a big secret. And then... So, what about Hat? Hat comes waddling down the stairs. He turns around in the hall and meets Isuka's eyes. Okay, so Hat. Yes? I thought I saw a spark between them. Like two enemies who happened to run into each other for the first time in years. And we know why. Huh? They stare at each other, one bird and one human. And then at the moment, Isuka lifts her arms in the air. Okay, I want you to show me that dancing duck pose. So it looks like Hat finally remembered what the dancing duck pose is after Isuka and even Amane and the others tried their best to signal Hat. Hat held his wings up triumphantly. Oh, so this is it. It's like there is some magical stage light illuminating the scene. Hat raises one of his legs, spreads his wings, and shows us his pose. So a very splendid dancing duck. Okay, I did it. I'm tired, says Hat. Isuka grins, and it almost looks like Hat is grinning right back at her. So at least I remember what the pose was. They look like two rivals seeing each other off.
さーて 帰ろっか、達也くん。
Okay, so let's go home. Tatsuya-kun and no more Igarashi-kun.
ゆっくりしていかないのか。
もう今すぐ走り出したい気分なんだ。僕らの野望へ向けて。
So I want to start our ambition soon.
野望？
後で聞かせてあげる。
Well, I'll tell you later.
じゃあね、あまね、みんな。あ、またな、イスカ。また遊びに来てくださいね。さようなら、イスカさん。部活の時間に待ってます。
Everyone sees them off as they left the manor holding hands. Ambition.
どうしたの、葵くん。一人でニヤニヤしちゃって。
Well, nothing.
さて、お風呂に入ろう。昨日入れなかったから汗で気持ち悪いぞ。
Okay, bath time.
じゃあ私もご一緒します。私はアイスを食べよっと。私はパイロットの資格試験の勉強をします。隣で見てよーっと。
So everyone goes back to their daily business or lives. And for me, okay, I'll just do some laundry. While not talking to anyone in particular, I head outside. So September is coming to an end. The sun is still bright, but the wind is cool. It is a pleasant day. It is a little sad that summer is ending, but it won't. Oh, so it will come back or be back around. So ambition once again. I had seen it. What Isuka had written down on the last page of her journal in her to-do list. So basically, she writes, I'm gonna fly the passage of clouds or the corridor in the sky for sure this time. The morning glory will appear again, and no one really knows when that will. But Isuka is planning on flying it this time. She is making a plan, dragging in Amane and probably Tatsuya as well. Man, so this is exciting. It's exciting to think what will happen in the future. Okay, so I think we're back in the past. One last time.
学校にこんな場所があったのか。散歩してて見つけたんだ。ほら、こっちだよ。これがグライダー？そうだよ。僕たちの翼さ。
Okay.
これで飛ぶのか。想像してごらん。自分たちの翼で自由に大空を飛ぶところ。具合が悪くなってきたぞ。私は高いところが苦手なんだ。あんたってほんとロマンのかけらもないよね。
Come on, so put some more color into your life. So have some adventure.
いい？大空といえばロマン、翼といえば自由。追いかけなきゃ夢を。人生長いようで短いよ。
So yes, life is short.
追いかけるのは構わないが、私はずっと地面に足をつけていたいぞ。それに ほらこれ
And look at this.
モーニンググローリ
The Morning Glory.
ー。アマネと二人でこの雲の回廊を渡りたいんだ。きっと人生で一等輝くようなグレートな思い出になると思う。
でもこのグライダーずいぶん古そうじゃないか。こんなので飛べるのか？
バカだなアマネは。生き返らせるんじゃないか、僕らの手で。その方がきっとドラマチックだ。
そういうものだろうか。
心配いらないよ。
Well, nothing to worry about.
僕が必ずここへ連れて行ってあげる。約束だ。そして僕はやっておきたいことの最初の行に大きくこう記した。雲の回廊を渡りたい。
空なんてこれっぽっちも飛びたくないが、イスカと最高の思い出を作るのには賛成だ。
Okay.
ああ、作ろう思い出を。この僕らの夢の翼で。
夢の翼か。
So the Dream Wings.
物語は終わらない。だって僕らの約束はまだ続いているから。
Because our promise lives on. And with that in mind, this is the end of the before route for If My Heart Had Wings Flight Diary fan disc.
この大空に翼を広げて、フライトダイアリー。
So I like how at the end, the route goes all the way to the very beginning of what started it all. The fact that Isuka found the garage and pulled Amane into it, and it's like, look, this is a glider, but if we fix the glider, we can go up to the Morning Glory, and I'm gonna make that happen. So overall, I kind of like this route, and it really does put more emphasis and really goes deeper to the behind the scenes that we've seen in Amane's route in the original If My Heart Had Wings. And it does kind of feel like an Isuka route, even though Isuka goes out with Tatsuya in the end. So now that Amane and Aoi are together as a couple, they go and help their friends. So Tatsuya for Aoi and Isuka for Amane come close together. And we got to hear more about the history of how the Soaring Club came to life, looking at it from Isuka's perspective. So when Isuka saw Amane go up to the fake Morning Glory and fail, it gave Isuka courage. It's like, well, I don't need to be confined to this villa. I don't need to be worried about my injuries anymore. I'm gonna stand up and do what I think is best for me, or what I want to do. And obviously Isuka is kind of jealous of the fact that, well, Amane went to the Morning Glory, but it wasn't because of me, it was because of Aoi, or Minase-kun, and the friends. So Kotori-chan, the twins, Ageha. And I felt that I broke my promise. So I was supposed to be the one to do that, but because of my injury and my subsequent dropout and being confined to the villa, it never happened. And on top of that, I left Amane alone in the garage for many years, and Amane became the famous super repeater student. But for Amane, it's like, well, all is not lost, and I didn't feel that it was bad. And now that the Soaring Club is back to life, I think you should join, and as a new Soaring Club group, we have new things to look forward to, and eventually the Morning Glory will return. So I will be continuing the other routes in the Flight Diary fan disc. Now, we'll be finishing this once and for all, and you can go see the after route or the epilogue, which that takes place from Kotori's route. So, I'll say Kotori is the most important character in the If I Had High Wings story, but Amane being a comfortable second place. But anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you in a future playthrough on a future game.